Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Haritha and my kunya is Sulaim. Welcome to my channel. So, there is a common trend amongst men in polygyny. Not all, because there are also those who are the exact opposite of this kind of men. But there are some kind of men who want their wives, polygynous men, who want their wives at loggerheads. In my place, my hometown, men often say this. They say, oh, if you have a first and second wife and they are cool, marry a third. Unfortunately, this is not as uncommon as we may think. A lot of men actually have this mentality, or should I say notion or belief, that the first and second wives should not be cool. And these are the major reasons why these men actually want their wives at war or at loggerheads. Number one, co-wives who are not cool compete against each other the more. Co-wives who are not cool compete against each other more. Yes, I had to repeat that. There is that competition to be the favorite. In which case, more enjoyment for the man. Because this one gave him a chicken lap. The other one hears about it and says, is she going to win me? I'm going to offer my man full chicken. Women, are we not funny? It's okay. Do your best. Remain the best wife you should be. But these men actually want more than your best. And to this type of men, not all men are like this, please. To this category of men, they thrive in the war between their wives. They know that when you compete, he stand at a higher chance of enjoying life. Secondly, less responsibility. We know that in the ideal Islam, the more wives you have, the more the more responsible you have to be, the more responsibilities on your shoulder. Not just your shoulder, on your head, on every part of your body. But this category of men believe that if you marry more wives and they become occupied with competition to favor you, you don't have to spend too much anymore. You can give them a token and they will triple it in trying to outdo each other. This particular man who made this comment has wives. And the children are schooled. The children, I don't think any of, once they get to university stage, they go to university. But he is not sponsoring them. These women are competing against one another. Oh, that one's child is in this university. That one's child has gained admission. My own too must gain admission. So even though the man is bringing nothing, these women understand that, they are into a competition against one another. And they have to make sure that these kids, my kids, are doing better than her kids. She also wants her kids to do better than your kids. So at the end of the day, these women are working so hard, taking on the responsibility of the man while he's relaxing. Now, if these women were cool, they would team up to demand justice. They would team up to demand that their right is given to them. So these men, I have the name I usually call them, but I don't want to call it publicly before my account gets flagged. These men ensure that there is no friendship between their wives. They make sure, because if these women even look at it, let's be cordial, they will sow seed of discord between them. I'm telling you, they will sow seed of discord between them because they don't want them to be friends. They don't want them to be cordial. They don't want them to be at peace, because in the presence of peace, there is just no competition. So they don't want it. That's why I know that not all homes where the women are at loggerheads, they truly are troublesome wives. Sometimes the man is the architect, the underground architect of that discord. He knows what he's doing. He fuels it. But these women think, oh, the second wife is problematic. The second wife also think, this my first wife is so problematic. But this man is the one in charge of dishing that problem. But you know what these men do not know, or what they do not think about? Number one, they do not think about accountability. They think that being pampered in this world, just having multiple women, is all there is to life. They do not remember that after this life, there is a next life. The true life where there is no end. The true everlasting life. They are not aware. And they are not aware that such level of injustice, irresponsibility, will be accounted for in full. They are not aware. Secondly, these men are not aware of the kind of feud they create and how long this feud takes to resolve. Many don't even get to resolve. You see families today at loggerheads. You see children, you see people, maybe in our own time, in our own generation, having enemies within the family, having people they are not cool with in their family. And you wonder how. And then it is traced to polygyny, an abused polygyny of yesteryears. The parents were not happy with the situation, so the half brothers, the half siblings were enemies from that far because their mothers were enemies. So they inherited that war. They pass it on to their children, and the children pass it on to the children. So these men are unaware of the generational war they are creating, all in the name of, oh, I have two wives, and I don't have to do this. They do this for me. You create generational war that outlive you. These men are unaware of the disaster that can come out of such kind of polygamy. The third thing these men are unaware of is that they fuel dislike for polygyny. A lot of women who don't like polygyny, even some men don't, it's not as if they don't see women they like, but they just would not near polygyny. It's because of the terrible experience. Many women, yes, they love their husband and they would have been open to, okay, it's painful, but I would endure. But because of the negative stories, left, right, center, north, west, south, east, there are more terrible stories about polygyny than good ones. Unfortunately, these men are unaware that they contribute to dislike for something Allah has made permissible. You add to the number of reasons why somebody would say, do you see how that man practices polygyny? I don't ever want to be in polygyny. The children also say, what my mother went through in the name of polygyny, I don't want to be in polygyny. So these men are unaware that they are contributing and fueling dislike of people, both Muslims and non-Muslims alike, for polygyny. They are not aware that they are giving bad PR to polygyny. Something Allah made permissible in his infinite knowledge, of course, has advantages. But because of these abuses, because of this knowledge and experience that people have of polygamy, polygamous homes, many have become very scared of it. There are women who would prefer to be single than to be in polygamy. They would prefer, because of what they have seen, what they have heard, or what they have experienced. So when we are making these decisions, we need to fear Allah. We need to think beyond now. We need to think beyond this world. Subhanallah. We need to think and stop abusing polygyny intentionally. It's not by force. It's not by force. It's just a permission. If you're not capable, leave it. Leave it.